predictions for this fight?
I think Oscar's too big for him. I think it'll be a very interesting fight for 4 or 5 rounds, and I think Oscar will overpower him. Just too big. That's my opinion, you know.
Dela Hoya will win because he's a better fighter.
The fact that they challenged me.
Everybody challenges you, Oscar.
Absolutely. the best fighter in the planet. The fact that he challenged me. The fact that he said he could knock me out. And I think the fact that Freddie Roach, who trained me for being with the juniors, says I cannot pull the trigger anymore. Okay, well let's see what's going to happen in December. And also the fact that this is going to be the biggest event in boxing history. This is a global event. Great for the sport.
Ito ang laban kung saan makakaharap ng ating pambansang kamao, ang dating 6th Division World Champion na kanyang tinitingala at hinahangaan. Ito ay walang iba kundi ang malamat na Golden Boy na si Oscar Dela Hoya. Minsan na rin naabot ni Oscar Dela Hoya ang rurok ng tagumpay pagdating sa sport ng boxing. At ang labanang ito ay binansagang The Dream Fight. Dahil matagal na itong pinapangarap ng ating pambansang kamao, maging ang mga boxing fans ng buong mundo. Pero bago pa ang laban ay marami ng eksperto ang nagsasabi na ito daw ay isang mismatch dahil sa laki ng agwat sa tangkad at lakas ni Oscar Dela Hoya kumpara kay Pacquiao. Halina at magbalik tanaw sa Labanang Manny Pacquiao versus Oscar Dela Hoya. Umpisa pa lang ng kanilang laban ay nagpasiklab na ang dalawang boksingero sa loob ng ring. Makikita natin na sabik na makapagpatama ang dalawang boksingero sa isa't isa.
Good straight left hand down the middle for Manny Pacquiao. Inches apart in height.
Pero mapapansin natin dito na madaling nakalulusot ang malakas na kaliwang suntok ni Pacquiao direkta sa mukha ni Dela Hoya.
Very intelligent fight. He takes a straight left hand and a right hook from Pacquiao, and Pacquiao is a factor in round 1.
Those two punches have reddened Oscar's face already.
They seem to have been the only clear punches that have landed thus far. And it's interesting.
Dela Hoya knows he wants to keep his jab going throughout the fight. He hasn't really gotten it going so far.
This has the makings of being a very interesting fight, and I think as it goes on, sooner or later you're going to get some very good exchanges. But right now,
nakakaganti naman si Dela Hoya pero nasusundot agad ang mukha nito ng kaliwang suntok ni Pacquiao.
Pacquiao so much faster, and now Dela Hoya nails Pacquiao momentarily against the ropes. And
Pacquiao's movement confusing him at the moment.
But right, if we're getting busy, watching the jab. But right now, Manny is hitting him with his punches off.
That momentarily shocked Oscar.
Pilit na bumabawi si Dela Hoya pero hindi pa rin ito mahuli ang ating pambansang kamao.
He simply can't believe how easily Pacquiao snakes his left hand right through the middle of Dela Hoya's guard. Dela Hoya lands a left hook. Pacquiao gets away.
He punched, but nothing landed too much for the most part.
Dito na tayo sa round 2 kung saan humabante agad ang Golden Boy kay Pacquiao para i-pressure ito. Pero ginulat naman ito ni Pacquiao ng kanyang mga opensa na tumama sa muka ni Dela Hoya. Di pa rin maka-adjust si Dela Hoya sa kaliwang suntok ni Pacquiao. Kaya panay ang paglusot nito direkta sa kanyang muka.
Hasn't really adjusted to the straight left-hand lead. Straight up the middle with the left-hand lead. He has reddened Dela Hoya's nose from top to bottom with that punch. Center of the ring where Pacquiao speed dominates.
Sinusubukan na ni Dela Hoya ng matake sa katawan pero gumaganti naman si Pacquiao ng suntok sa katawan at muka.
Indeed, Dela Hoya is reduced to mostly trying to go at the body because he hasn't been able to find Pacquiao's head.
But he has no head movement at all. His head is stationary.
Good body shot. Doubled over.
Nagkakagulat-gulat pa rin si Dela Hoya sa bilis ni Pacquiao.
And as you said, so that there is almost no height difference between them.
Pacquiao lands a brilliant uppercut up the middle. And if round one was mostly Manny Pacquiao, round two is even more so. Dela Hoya has not been able to solve Pacquiao's speed.
Hindi magawang makipagsabayan ni Dela Hoya dahil sa bilis ng kilos at suntok ni Pacquiao.
Whereas Manny is operating on the ball of his feet.
He is neutralizing Oscar's left hand, one of the best weapons in the sport for over a decade.
The speed and variety of Manny Pacquiao on offense, the head movement defensively, the straight left hand out an edge in the first couple rounds against the longer crawler, Oscar Dela Hoya. Oscar Dela Hoya, who has landed only 6 of 56 attempts.
Dito na tayo sa round 3 kung saan maingat nang umaabante si Dela Hoya kay Pacquiao.
And he hasn't solved Pacquiao's game yet.
Doesn't look as strong. Body looks a little weak. And as I said, his upper body movement is not going off.
You're telling me we're going to see a shutout, Emmanuel?
I think Manny's going to get stronger.
Pero hindi pa rin ito masabayan ang bilis ng ating pambansang kamao.
Oscar has no defense for those punches.
Why did so many ringside experts think that the fight wasn't even a credible
20 or 30 seconds, and that was a reach-in right hand. But sooner or later, he's going to land something. You have to believe that.
He just landed a good left hook to the bottom of the ropes as soon as he felt his back against him. There is a big swelling outside the left eye of Oscar Dela Hoya. The product of
At lumulusot na naman ang mapaminsalang mga suntok sa mukha at katawan ng Golden Boy.
rounds as shock and awe. Pacquiao's speed taking Dela Hoya to the cleaners. Now Oscar seems just a little more comfortable, though Pacquiao is still more offensive, more the inches.
I think, to me, more aggressive. But the punch with the snap and the speed is coming from Pacquiao. I don't see the punch, the snap in Oscar's punches as much as speed.
And that's because he's uncertain where Manny's going to be.
Good point. Good point. You can tell that.
Sumasagot naman si Dela Hoya ng kalawit-kanang suntok, pero lahat ng ito ay pawang hindi makasolido.
To me, he just doesn't look that strong when he does.
Wild punches.
Hoya seems shocked and not ready for the left-hand lead.
Dito na tayo sa round 4 kung saan nakapagpatama na sa wakas ng malakas na suntok ang Golden Boy. Pero bumawi naman agad si Pacquiao ng malalakas na kaliwang suntok. Gumanti naman agad si Dela Hoya ng malakas na kanang suntok na sumapul naman sa mukha ni Pacquiao. Kaya nagpakawala na si Pacquiao ng mabilis at malakas na mga kombinasyon na gumulat at yumanig sa Golden Boy.
Is often the number one weapon of choice for a conventional fighter against a southpaw. For the same reason that Pacquiao is landing his straight left hand. The avenue of approach is open.
And if Oscar's not going to move his head, at least he keep his right hand to the center of his face, and he keeps it up.
Nabaliktad ang inakala ng mga kritiko tungkol sa labanang Pacquiao versus Dela Hoya. Magkikita natin na dominado ng mas maliit na mandirigma ang kanilang laban.
And you watch when Manny lands his left, he then moves off, he moves away as soon as he lands it.
This is getting embarrassing.
It's an event when Dela Hoya dodges a left hand. Virtually all of them seem to be landing for Pacquiao.
Oscar looks old and he cannot control it, so I can't handle the speed. And that's exactly what David Diaz said, but David Diaz wasn't the fighter of Oscar, but he could not handle the speed.
Got 8 more rounds to find out whether he is still up.
Dito na tayo sa round 5 kung saan dominado pa rin ni Pacquiao ang laban. Hindi pa rin makadepensa si Dela Hoya sa mga suntok ng pambansang kamao, lalo na sa kaliwang suntok nito. Makikita natin na natamaan si Dela Hoya ng kaliwat kanang kombinasyon na yumanig na naman sa kanya.
What is the feeling of a fighter when he's in there with somebody who's always beating him to the
Bubog
punch.
pa rin ang inaabot ni Dela Hoya sa mga kamao ni Manny Pacquiao.
He doesn't block those right hands at all. He has his right hand permanently stuck to the side of his face, and Manny just punches us like a wide
Does
open.
the fact that he's doing this.
Now, it's a brilliant fight plan for Pacquiao. Far more of an intelligent and tactical fight plan than I personally had expected. And perhaps more so than Dela Hoya expected as well. He has not
Bahagya naman itong nakabawi ng malalakas na kalawang suntok na muntik na humararok kay Pacquiao sa mga lubid.
You know, when a lot of the experts.
Good body shot by Oscar.
biggest punch of the fight for Dela Hoya.
Pero di nagpapatalo si Pacquiao at nagipagsabayan ito sa mas malaking kalaban.
Judges are looking for a round might be the one, although now Pacquiao rallies down the stretch. Box
So
numbers
far.
in the fifth round. Dela Hoya
Dito tayo sa round 6 kung saan mas lalong tumindi ang pagpapahirap ni Pacquiao kay Dela Hoya. Nagpakawala ito ng mas matinding kombinasyon na tumitibag sa Golden Boy.
and prevent Pacquiao from countering him as effectively as he has so far.
Even a lot of those punches that Manny has landed, which is on the cup, if you notice, he's never been worn because Oscar has his cup extremely high. So they're really on the belt line. They're not on the
Parang napagod at bumagal na ang galawan ni Dela Hoya. Klaro na din ang pinsala sa kanyang maliwalas na muka.
He's not asking that Dela Hoya look 45 years old, but rather that he throws his combination left hook, left uppercut, a punch that's thrown at an upward angle trajectory. That's why they call it.
Natamaan na naman ito ng malakas na kaliwa na sumapul sa muka ni Dela Hoya.
Straight left hand right up the pipe for Pacquiao.
And Pacquiao throws that
Dominado
left
pa rin
hand.
ni Pacquiao ang kanilang laban.
straight out anytime he wants it. It's almost guaranteed he's going to land about 90% of the time.
And as a graphic visual mark of what's happening in the fight, Manny Pacquiao looks largely untouched as we come toward the end of the sixth, and he is gradually reconfiguring Dela Hoya's beautiful face.
Yeah, the left eye looks like it's going to have a problem.
In May, fighting Manny Pacquiao is something entirely different from fighting Steve Forbes.
Round 7 na at umuna agad na bumato ng malakas na suntok si Dela Hoya. Pero basang-basa na ni Pacquiao ang paulit-ulit nitong galawan.
Repetitious regularity.
In a 54, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Oscar Dela Hoya hasn't gotten off the schneid. He's getting shut out. And Freddie Roach used the key word at the end of round number 5 when he said, just keep tight jab. Nice straight left hand by Pacquiao, and then he turns him. He moves to the...
Just at least knock him down, if not knock him out, to change this fight.
And Oscar hasn't shown that knockout power in a long time. I disregard to some degree the Mayorga fight.
Ricardo Mayorga is no elite fighter in my view.
No.
He's the most willing target in the sport.
Yes.
Yeah, but still, you would think against the so-called smaller man, we'd see something more.
But I think Jim summed it up.
Dito ay makikita natin ang paghagupit ng mga suntok ni Pacquiao na nagpasandal kay Dela Hoya sa mga lubid. Makikita pa nating humawak ito sa lubid na parabang nahilo.
Fight's going to probably end up being stopped.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar Dela Hoya. And in the 7th round, Dela Hoya has 0 answers for the Pacquiao assault.
No, he cannot do anything. He can't punch
Pacquiao
him.
is making Dela Hoya look old, slow, inert.
Some of us
They're
wonder
going to have to, this fight's over with. They're going to
whether
have to stop
Manny
it.
Pacquiao would become the Henry Armstrong of this era. Right now, he's looking like the immortal Armstrong.
And Oscar is
Sa estado ngayon ni Dela Hoya ay masasabi kong hindi na ito magkakabawi kay Pacquiao.
Yes. Who's looking
hard
entirely at
shots.
Oscar.
Dela Hoya hasn't been down, but that may be the only thing that's keeping Weeks from stopping it. Oscar's left eye is almost closed.
He hasn't thrown a meaningful punch in nearly this whole round.
Pacquiao is closing in on landing 50 power shots in the round. It's the most power punches ever landed on Dela Hoya in a single round of it.
Dito na tayo sa round 8 kung saan patuloy pa rin ang pagbato ni Pacquiao ng mapaminsalang suntok na talagang nagbibigay parusa sa maalamat na Golden Boy.
Against Pacquiao, then Oscar Dela Hoya is at this moment.
Harold and I both scored.
Well, and you heard the commission doctor indicating in Dela Hoya's corner that he will not be allowed to continue that.
The old warrior still trying to hang in there, who is the most exciting little fighter in the world.
Little.
Big,
He looks
little
big
fighter.
tonight.
Mas lalo nang kinakawawa ng ating pambansang kamao, si Oscar Dela Hoya, dahil nagmistula na itong punching bag sa kadahilanan na hindi na ito makaganti kay Pacquiao.
Says he's going back to 140 after this fight. This could be the end of the fight here.
Yeah, Oscar has no defense what to do at all.
Well, all good things come to an end. Watching this.
Natahimik na ngayon ang mga eksperto na nagsasabi lalamugin ni Oscar Dela Hoya ang ating pambansang kamao. Ngayon ay ang maliit na Pacquiao ang nabibigay pasa at bukol sa maalamat na Oscar Dela Hoya na hindi man lang makabato ng disenteng suntok.
But in the United States and Latin America as well.
Pagkatapos ng round 8 ay maririnig natin ang pag-uusap ng referee at ng kampo ni Dela Hoya kung ipagpapatuloy pa ba nila ang laban.
If you keep taking punches, I'm stopping the fight. Okay?
We're gonna stop it. Better we stop it. It's our decision, Oscar. It's a decision that we have to take. There's no reason to continue with this. He's too fast. Are you okay? You're with that? You agree? Yes. One more round? Or is
At
that it?
tuluyan na ngang sumuko ang kampo ni Dela Hoya at tuluyan na ngang ibinigay ang panalo sa ating pambansang kamao.
Let's finish it. That's it. Let's go.
It's over. Manny Pacquiao has beaten Oscar Dela Hoya.
And it was the right thing.
Nakamit na ni Pacquiao ang kanyang minimithing laban at panalo kontra sa inaangaan niyang boksingero na si Oscar Dela Hoya. Pinatahimik din ni Pacquiao ang mga kritiko na duda sa kanyang kakayahan bilang boksingerong haharap sa maalamat na Oscar Dela Hoya.